of, if not the favorite for this entire opening stage. Them and the Mongols looking like the top two right now, and they've got to prove it. But Cloud9 coming through with an ancient surprise, an old school classic as we enter this BO1 up against Team Liquid. And yeah, I definitely see upset potential in this one, but I also, part of me would like Liquid to come through and show why they're the favorites of this stage. So let's find out here in this BO1.
Team Liquid T-side opening. And they're going to be going into a triple stacked B site in the pistol, but two players flung into the cave. I mean, right now out on an island is Boomich. Long. There's the icy dual Berettas.
Hello.
Bit of help from Heavy God, and the dualies sent Team Liquid packing as it's a convincing pistol round to open up from Cloud9.
Oh, damn, 5 dually kills, Harry. Doesn't get better than that for C9, and Icy coming through with 3. This was a prospect AWP talent from the region. We knew this guy had it in him. We saw him on Amcal, kick up a bit of a buzz, especially at the last major of Copenhagen. And while there was drama surrounding his transfer to Cloud9, felt like a really nice pickup for this team as long as he can keep doing it on land. Liquid, a little force buy off the back of no bomb plant. High risk maneuver. If it doesn't pay off, they'll be in the hole.
I think on paper, I feel like Liquid have won out the AWP head-to-head. It's the riflers where things get interesting.
You really?
Yeah. But I am a bit of an Ultimate stan. So.
No, I wouldn't doubt that. It's more like they're very different AWPers.
Yeah.
Ultimate's very aggressive. He's at the forefront of a lot of engagements, one of the most engagements.
So that's like one of the main reasons why I say I feel like they win that out, because I think he will be more involved.
I wasn't worried about that. I was just surprised that you think that Cloud9's riflers are in better form. Don't get me wrong.
I did not say that. I'm saying like that's the fight I think that's going to really matter to shape this series, right? Like you want Heavy God to start strong.
Oh dear.
Okay. It's kind of a huge betrayal of the setup here, because now Boomich is left on this island. Twist goes for the check. I mean, when Icy starts spamming there, you're thinking like, sure, you missed the smoke, but why are you trying to sell me so hard on this angle? I think it becomes so obvious to Twist to check that close corner.
They'd already seen Boomich as well, so they knew there was an MP9 trapped. Icy's got to make up for that mistake. He turns high from the flash. Second one connects, but they don't jump the gun. Nafly through the smoke instead. Shots rally through. Yakinda gets tagged, but the plant is allowed, and Cloud9 will be kicking themselves.
Yeah, one little misstep, betraying the setup.
Not done.
And so Cloud9 are now left battling back in for a retake here. JKS plays it tucked. Yakinda are wrapping all the way around. They've got a crossfire set up back in the cave. Tap on the bomb. JKS, clean shot to open. Oh, this is so awkward. Missed shot for Ultimate, sure, but no one from Liquid is overstepping here. They're not offering up any way back into this for Cloud9.
Mistake, man.
And with no kit, there's no chance. JKS, beautifully done. 3 kills. On the force by JKS, take a bow as he's picked that one up for Team Liquid.
Tech9 tip-tapping his way through that round. He hit some blinders. Naf running through the smoke as well. Everything worked out for Liquid. Look at these shots from JKS. Crispy. Oh, bit of sauce on that one as well. And the crowd are loving it. After a force buy win for Liquid with no right to win that round. And Icy is going to be kicking himself. Do have a close setup. Jiggle. Smoke ready to bloom, but it's up to the player on the boost. Icy, very passive. And Liquid get out. They see a double A. They can cancel. Always the option to recommit here. Yakinda. Showing face towards B. Naf is holding. Very passive. Whoa! Boomich misses his smoke. It's all the rage these days. Should be easy for you, Kinder. Five on 4 for Cloud9. 5 on 3 for Cloud9.
Oh, God.
Where's that?
All the pistols.
Oh, no. And they're A-stacked. Oh, dear. NAF is going to be kind of irrelevant right now. It's up to this double entry. They've got 20 seconds to do it. Icy getting some damage. They swing. They take a lot of health off. Cloud9 in a great position. They can rush the smoke if they want to risk it. They don't need to.
That's the bomb away. Ultimate going to try and get it planted, but he just gets run out. And NAF,
wow.
Surplus to requirement. A clean round for Cloud9. It starts with Boomich finding the kill back in cave. Axel takes it one step further. Deegan twists out of the round, and from then on in, 3v5. Limping into the A site as so much damage is found on these pistols.
Axel's return to form. I don't want to jump the gun because it was only the RMR, but he looked good. And if he can keep that up here in the major. Good energy here for the Cloud9 boys. Boomich bringing that emotional spirit level high, Harry. And a kick in the teeth for Team Liquid, who maybe aren't even live. Yeah, it doesn't look live. So we run it back. Couple of Galils, couple of Tech 9s. That was not a pretty buy for Liquid. They've done more with less, though.
I do like this shot.
It is nice.
See, you kind of got it figured out, though, in terms of the monitor position. You're not even, there's no crowd if you're in the monitor. You don't even see anything past the edges of the screen. This one's already had some twists and turns, though, to open up. And if Cloud9, are able to keep playing like this, it's a very interesting matchup. Could be an immediate middle finger to the Pick'ems.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you got a vested interest in this one, Hugo.
Nah, I don't really care about Pick'ems that much. I'd rather the best team win, Harry. And if Cloud9 can earn it, all the more credit to them. This is going to be a difficult game, though, right? Even though it's ancient, I actually think Cloud9 probably caught Liquid off guard with that. Maybe they considered it a possibility. But Liquid's ancient has looked really good, right? Like, they have taken... They 13-0 G2 on this map, back at World Finals.
Mm-hmm.
They've taken Na'Vi to their limit. It's not like Liquid don't have the playbook. It's just not a map they pick into a lot. It's one that they let other teams ban. Got a slight tech for the Liquid side. Maybe too deep in the monitor.
Keeping an eye on the other game as well. If you don't want it spoiled, now would be the time to just quickly hit mute for about 10 seconds. Okay. And that timer started now. So currently, Hugo,
yeah,
FlyQuest are off to a real hot start.
Oh yeah, good for them.
4-1 up over Complexity. But it is T-side of Anubis.
Yes. Complexity like Anubis. It's interesting.
I wonder what the fanfare is going to be like around this Team Liquid squad. Largely because of JKS.
And Twist as well.
And Twist.
Very popular player, I think.
No, actually, I remember even in Chengdu, they loved it.
Yeah,
they loved him.
I was walking around on the street and some Chinese fans came up to me and said, "Hey, have you seen Twist? Do you know where he is? Where's Twist? I want to meet Twist." I'm like, I have no idea, buddy. I don't know where Twist is, but I'm sure he's somewhere.
I know where he is.
Yeah?
He's right. Well, not here, like not on that shot, but on the other shot. He's right there.
I think it's a really sort of surprising time. What a cool story it would be if Cloud9 made a run at this major, because for the longest time, my question was, why the hell is this org holding on to essentially 2/3 players, if you count Perfecto, after they lose this like old Gambit roster? They lose Shiro to Spirit. It all just fell apart. Electronic gets bought out. It felt like, oh, you've sold Electronic, you may as well just sell the team. You may as well just sell the pieces or just let them go. Restart. This project didn't work. You bought what could have been the best CIS team of a couple of years ago, and it should have been. And well, we all remember what happened at the Paris RMR. All these things, Shiro leaving, it never worked. The vibes were off. And I thought Cloud9 were just gonna, drop this whole roster and start fresh, maybe go back to the roots, go NA, but they wanted a contender team. They had a couple of solid pieces. They believed in Axel's recovery. Boomich comes back, and somehow, I mean, even at Copenhagen, the old roster was made top 8, which was a shock to many anyway. But they've completely rebuilt since that point. And even without arguably the best player they had on the roster in Perfecto, they've still made it to the major. They still, I think, are going to go through to the next stage based on what we saw at the RMR. And a lot of this is not just Heavy God, of course, a really smart pickup at a good time, buying him out of OG, but as well as that, Axel's return to form has looked really, really good, and Boomich seems completely re-inspired as a person. I think there's a lot of cool angles on this Cloud9 team. They've got a young prospect, Orpa. I actually really like the concept of the Cloud9 roster. When 6 months ago, I was thinking, man, can we just get it over with? Can we just, like, restart?
Yeah, I think, even when you look at, like, Boomich in that old Na'Vi squad, he actually had some really good protocols in place for turning around kind of man disadvantages, and I think that's something that is even now keeping up in this Cloud9 team. He has a good vision for the game, does Boomich, and one of the things that used to stand out, obviously, back in Na'Vi was like his individual level wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't, supposed to be in that squad.
But also, I actually think this game leans into his
style.
Yeah, not just in the sense of like, well, also as an in-game leader, you can often just be that first guy in. But this was a guy who even in CS:GO would had full money, buy a Mac 10 T-side, run in, get traded, and often he just get one, and that's enough, especially in the current meta. But also in this game, I think that's running in with SMGs is hilariously viable. So Boomich playing for like a trades when he actually has firepower behind him is absolutely fine by me. Makes sense. But to say something positive as well, because I know people love to hate on this game, I think CS2 is in just such a good place right now. I think it's 6 months ago, I was pretty jaded with this. 12 months ago, I was worried. Like we all were. Right now, with the recent updates that have been coming through, there's still some problems. There's a flashbang bug with the animation. I hate that. You can't tell if you blinded someone. But the hit reg feels really, really nice in comparison to how it did. The damage prediction thing, I imagine, is sick on LAN. It's great with low ping. Obviously, if you have more than 30 ping, it does feel off. You probably shouldn't use it for the moment. But under 30 ping feels amazing. On LAN, I bet feels even better. So it's more your kills are more responsive. I think there's a lot of good things to like about this game right now, and it's going in a really good direction. So that's just my little bit of love for CS2.
Yeah, no, I like as well with the even like the prediction stuff, giving the control over to the individual to get to decide whether or not they want to play with certain things there is good.
Still think it,
because it felt like in the beginning of CS2, there was like a push to more standardize the game and like, remove some of the options.
True.
And so I like, I like that everyone plays the game differently and prioritizes differently. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, I think Valve are moving definitely away from that. They're trying to standardize, but fair enough. As long as we don't lose options, really. Like, I mean, you're laughing, but they wanted to remove the console and things like that.
Yeah.
So I think that is just bad. But the idea that everyone should be on an equal ground, yeah, I can get behind that. Especially if the game feels good. And right now, it does just feel good. Like, it feels responsive. And especially, I mean, all the pros who play the LAN circuit regularly, or not all the pros, but a lot of pros, have said the same thing. Like, on LAN, this feels like a completely different game to it does online. Sure, there is a lot of online play, but when you are a top player in the world, majority of your games are going to be on LAN when it matters. So that does make your life a lot easier. What?
Just checking in on the other streams, seeing how it's going.
Yeah, FlyQuest still smashing them?
They are.
Oh, wow, I was joking, but...
They are.
Go on.
6-1 right now. Didn't give the spoiler warning this time. So
I forget spoiler warnings. I will not give spoiler warnings. There's too many games today.
Oh,
Sorry.
They've just turned around a 3v5, Hugo.
Good for them.
To take a 7-1 lead. FlyQuest, they're doing it. So as you can tell by Naf's demeanor, this potential to take a little moment longer here.
Yeah.
Seeing more and more admins kind of flock over to your Kinder's aid.
Might be early where you are. Go stock up. Go get your coffees. Go get your teas, maybe, Harry. Get a little breakfast in you. As we wait for this game to continue. If you need a quick recap, if you're just showing up, it's 2-1 to Cloud9 in a BO1 on Ancient. Cloud9 won the pistol. Liquid won the Force. Cloud9 won the Force back. And so Liquid are in a bit of a sticky situation.
Yeah, it's Force by Wars to open up our second series. And right now, there's some PC issues for old mate Yakindar down there on the end. You can see him loading back into the game. So I'm cautiously optimistic here, we'll say. You can see Twist looking down the line. You know he wants to hop up and go fix the PC problems. But, oh no, he closed the game again. It's Jova.
That's fine. Got double refs out, Harry. That's how you know we're in panic mode. Wait till they add the third.
Yeah, deploy the emergency third referee.
Did you see the I guess catalog, the brochure for all the merch being sold in Shanghai?
No, actually.
Oh, it actually looked really cool. They sell the jacket firstly.
Oh, okay.
So
that's a hot pickup.
If anyone's in China wants to get one for me, that'd be great. But they also sell obviously all the like plushies, a perfect little.
Well, hang on. If they get you one, they have to know where to send it. So just quickly.
Same address.
Yeah. Throw your
Careful. I know your address. Careful.
Oh, we could mutually assured destruction this.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Should we ruin both of our lives right now?
I'm good.
It's tempting, isn't it, though?
Maybe for you. You drop the...
I just love the idea that I could just, ruin my life right now. And I'm prepared to do it. I'm kind of crazy. I don't know if you know that.
I do know that. Spend enough time.
Oh my god!
But there's a bunch
I'm still watching this other stream, man. It's kind of popping off right now.
Yeah.
If you're a FlyQuest fan, you're eating good right now.
Hell yeah! Seaside Noodles, good place to be. Axel looks like he's in his bedroom, a little bit in a way, apart from the whatever that is on the wall. Yeah. Yeah, work it.
Ain't no way you got music on. What's this?
It's probably in the arena. Bit of pause music.
That's like the ultimate test for Boomich. Like the urge to just start freestyling or whatever
He can
is
freestyle.
too strong.
What was I saying though? They have on the brochure. They have like the plushies, you know, like the fake knives.
Yeah.
Like their little high model. They have also like maybe it wasn't Daryl, but it was one of the CS agents that looked maybe like a figurine.
Yeah.
The word like plastic, maybe, I don't know. Looked pretty cool. Obviously, the jacket is just steals the show, but a very cool collection of merch.
Yeah, but I've started. I like all the collectibles now.
Yeah, I think
because the thing that's good with them is they're good forever. Like a jacket.
Go on.
Inherently creates a problem in that you want to wear the cool thing you've bought, but by wearing it. Naturally, over time.
It looks good quality, though. I don't think it's going to...
Just through the passage of time, like...
But then what's the point of anything? Everything, and everyone dies, everything breaks.
Yeah.
Guess you should never play CS because you might lose.
Well, I don't know if that tracks.
No, I'm tracking it there. But, you know, that's living, Harry. Things break, and that's okay. But you got to experience.
But, when you got the figurines, man,
yeah,
you got
they
a
just
nice
sit
little
there
setup, and you keep them nice and clean and fresh.
I'm the opposite.
I like a collectible.
I'm all about, no, not for me. I'm all about experiencing, Harry. And right now, I'd rather experience this game than sit and watch it paused as to hurt nobody's feelings, as so there's no loser. I don't want this Cloud9 Liquid matchup.
Right now, there are only winners, in a way. Yeah. Only potential winners.
Okay, that's a good way of looking at it. Optimistic, yet still pessimistic, yet we are live. Folks, thanks for waiting. 2-1, Cloud9. With the money favor, Liquid, presumably on the force. Psych, you thought we were live. You fell for my tricks.
Good one, man.
I got you all.
This is good. Everything's fine.
Not for complexity, it's not. 9-1 down.
Yeah, I think in this matchup, like focusing the conversation back into the game at hand.
Yeah.
Then I think the pressure should rightfully be on Team Liquid. Right, like they want to prove themselves. They want to showcase this roster, and especially after the failure in Copenhagen that spurred on changes, you need this to be a good outing. And you are coming into this opening stage in the eyes of a lot of folks as heavy favorites. So I hope we see Team Liquid play up to that. Because also, I think as far as the opening games go, this is far more 50-50.
It's definitely
where you don't necessarily have like an overwhelming favorite.
No, the issue is, I think it stems from like what Liquid do we get, right? Which you could say about a lot of teams, but if this were a Na'Vi Cloud9 or a G2 Cloud9, maybe I shouldn't have picked G2. I'd be less worried. But because Liquid have shown high highs and low lows, it's harder to know. Plus the longer break, right? Cloud9 coming off the back of the last RMR, Liquid playing weeks ago. I don't know, do you know if Liquid went home? Because I know they went straight from World Final. They hung around in Singapore, then they went to Shanghai, played the RMR, came through. Then they had, I guess, 2 weeks off, so it wouldn't surprise me if they went home. That's a long time.
I would almost hope they didn't, but...
Really? I'm the opposite. 2 weeks, I think you should go home. Oh, unless you wanted to prac all the teams here.
Well, that's the problem, right? Any team that's anyone worth pracking would have been in China, so...
That's a good point. Apart from, I guess, the first week, you would have had the Group B teams still in Europe, but I actually don't know what Liquid did, so... Depends how they...
Okay, I'll try to find out right now.
Do some deep diving, some investigatory work. Not looking great here, folks, though. Headsets are back off. Oh. Yeah, they're off. Don't worry, Harry's getting the Twists hair routine for all of you.
No, the only... The problem with this team as well is that you don't have a lot of social media users. Twist is like one of the main...
I love that for them, though.
Yeah, JKS, I think, has tweeted like 3 times in his entire life.
And all of them were Chad on his phone.
And it's like just him talking about the new team he's joined. Like he just retweets the announcement and then that's it.
I love it for them.
Naf. Pretty, you know, reserved guy.
Yeah. Funny guy though, Naf. Funny dude.
Now we like Keith. Yeah, just the one tweet from Naf. It just says major baby, and that was it. So,
and he's just talking about his recent child. No. Hard to know, I guess. I'd imagine they stayed out there. Keep on the same schedule. Avoid the jet lag. Cloud9 obviously just having come from the last RMR just 3 days ago. Are well on the schedule.
Yeah, so total from Team Liquid, there has been 3 tweets since they qualified for the major, and all of those are from Twists. So, yeah. We'll just say they did. And until presented with new information, that's what I choose to believe. Well, I am, you know, still keeping a very watchful eye over the shocking results of this other series, Hugo.
Yeah.
You'll be potentially thrilled to know FlyQuest might be doing this for more than just effing the pick'ems, as it were.
Yeah.
They 11-1 the first half. 11-1. Now you can say T-side and Ubis all you want. That's a very handsome scoreline.
You know what that is? That's the complexity I know and love right there. That's Cole. Well, your pick'ems are screwed. They kind of effed you.
But out of all the ways for it to go down,
True,
I'm glad it's like this.
Yeah. Just wait till Rare Atom beat MongolZ later and kill the world's pick'ems, Harry. That is exactly what would happen, by the way. The world's pick'ems.
And then Imperial beat Pain to get rid of like the other big one that people have selected.
I think it's more just the fact that MongolZ are 3-0 on like everyone.
Yeah.
As well as Rare Atom 03. So it's kind of and of course the 2 Asian teams match up in the opening round. Of course. Are we getting locked in, Harry?
I'm seeing them sitting up straight.
How deep is Yakinda in his monitor is the question. If it's nose to the screen, I'm invested. It is. It's nose to the screen, folks. Might be a good sign here. And we're back.
Oh my God! You didn't think it could happen, but here we are. No,
you're right.
Never mind.
It didn't happen.
You guys are right.
I was waiting for that, to be honest. You jumped the gun a little bit.
Yeah, I know. But after a certain, you know, you just think
you're hoping. You're kind of manifesting it in a way.
If you believe in anything hard enough,
yeah,
it could come true.
All right, let me try. Nope, still paused.
No, I was instantly worried because I saw like Boomich turn around and
I called the ref over.
Yeah. Well, this is fine, isn't it? This is all well and good. So, how's everyone's? Oh, wait! The time is ticking down. They're still typing, which leaves some cause of concern. But that might be the final. Good luck, have fun being sent over. This is feeling like the real deal. Cloud9 versus Team Liquid. It's been back and forth to start. It has been forced by wars off the top. Team Liquid upsetting in the second round, but Cloud9 with an immediate reply. And we're right back into this one. After a little tech timeout, here we go. Team Liquid forcing up to try and keep that pressure on.
They have no choice. Bit of speed for Yakinda towards a cave. Gets up on Heaven already. Ooh. Scary place to be, this B lane. Never safe. Gonna go for the B pop instead up ramp. Oof.
Heavy got on the opener, but there's layers to this defense. Boomich and Icy trading contact, and so Team Liquid, after this extended pause, try to run it fast up into B, and they get sent packing. Cloud9 were prepared for that. They were ready for this exact call. Them running a triple setup inside of the site. No one fixated on Cave is not by accident.
Part of Yikinda trying to bait out that upper play was to scare mid, also make a player play in Cave, but Cloud9 just sit behind the smoke and play triple site. So good call on the bluff, knowing that Liquid's best bet is a B pop. And you don't want to save and dig an even deeper hole for your money, but winning this is a far cry from reality.
Oh, JKS's Tech 9 has been a thing to be feared for Cloud9, but they deal with it cleanly, and that leaves it all on Ultimate now. He's still paranoid about this double site setup. It's what shooed the round away from them, but it's Heavy got out on long, swinging into the fight. And so with a strong start like this from Cloud9, the thing that's most enticing is these B anchors looking good to open up. And even though we've had some missteps, if you remember, Icy has kind of messed that smoke up earlier on. They've always been keen to make up for it. And so right now, there's no issues for Cloud9 on that half of the map. Double mid setup. They take the space early. Icy's gone aggressive in through A main. Quick flick back to find twists, and he even hangs around for a little bit more. Gets out with a 2-for-1.
It's explosive, but then it's tapered off.
Yeah, but this, just try and milk this round for all you can. You only have blocks, so if you're able to waste more util, get out with maybe another kill. You're feeling good about that for Liquid. They also heard Cloud9 running the rotate through donut, so they're trying to take the space while they've got it. The bomb is already up through ramp. If you can get a plant out of this round, that is lucrative for Team Liquid, and they will get away with that. Cloud9's eagerness to rotate off of Icy's info has given up a plant. Liquid should never win this. But now they've made money. Can they take any more money away? One more kill for Nafly. Heavy got wounded. And Ultimate's SMG, if he's able to do a little bit more here, that would have been so juicy for Liquid. Instead, Cloud9 lock him out, put their 4th round on the board. But it's that extra cash injection that's super valuable here for the Liquid squad. Full Glock round, 2 kills, and a bomb plant. They will take that.
Yeah, still Cloud9 building up a heavy bank early in this game, though. Controlling the map. Liquid on the back foot, feeling the pressure. Especially after all these tech timeouts, doesn't make Yikinda's life any easier. But he is going to be a necessity on this T side to crack open bomb sites. What is spawned for B in this round? Cloud9 taking middle, not overcommitting to it. Icy's AWP on A. Yikinda going very fast up on Heaven. It's a dirty, messy job, but someone's got to do it. Boomich breaks the smoke. And Yikinda stopped by a block. Are they ready for Icy's AWP? He got 2 MP9 kills and died last round, so you could have read it if you're Liquid. It's up to JKS to figure that out the hard way. Trying to sell A little bit. Look at what it's done. It's brought Axel over. Meanwhile, Liquid are ready to execute onto the B site. Boomich and Heavy God, the latter of which is the firepower piece on the tip of your tongue. Got to go through that smoke.
Yeah, great timing on the re-smoke. They held that super late into the round. Liquid have to write the take off. They don't want to push through.
Shocked.
You kind of don't want to gamble this return to the rifles on a smoke push into a site that's often been 3 strong for Cloud9 whenever you come here. So instead they go looking for Boomich. They look to make entry in through the cave, and they secure it. Rotate back for Axal. He's going to get here in time. Him and Heavy God have to play together. Flash out. Heavy God goes unchecked. Could lay waste to this. Spammed out. JKS gets the trade from the lane side. And so that's how they lose Heavy God. They lose their man inside of the site. Bomb now planted. Cloud9 are on the clock.
They know they've got him trapped on the site, though. Ultimate can't go anywhere. Naf's going to try and play, so Ultimate can swing off him, and the AWP misses that one shot. Crucial attempt. Icy trying to escape, gets out. And Cloud9 will save their guns, but it's Liquid who save themselves. Can't believe they cancelled on the ramp hit, Harry. They left themselves no util to recommit into B. One molly and some flashes. They go back through cave. They hard clear Boomich. And they manage to trail out Heavy God, who goes completely unchecked.
Terrorists win.
Yeah, JKS with a crazy spam to be the one to trade that. That's not who you thought was in the running to dispatch of Heavy God. And I thought him getting that kill could have caused more problems for Liquid, if anything. You know he's often the guy lurking, the one who would have been floating around middle and A, the one who like threw those flashbangs out earlier. But Inters was still super paranoid about a lurking player as he was trying to retake in through heaven. And so he never really got to position in time to make that retake happen. And so Cloud9 had to save. Try to make this return to the mid control. Ultimate in with the donut smoke here. It looks like they want to try and take this mid off of Cloud9, and Cloud9 are trying to stake their claim to it now. Two players in middle, but there's the Akindar split. Donut now smoked off on a timer. They've got Axal trapped out here in middle. They've got all the control. Looks like they're going to try take the red room away.
Great beginning to the round for Liquid, just causing a lot of chaos in this one. Smoking the split. Like they're going B, but that is not the move. Bomb coming up through A main, silent. Heavy God, great position. He's actually split right behind Yakinda, who won't know until it's too late. Boomich has this site right now. Flash is perfect. It gets Liquid control if they want to take it. JKS is now lurking as the bomb goes back. They know they've drawn two players to this site, but they've lost a man to the lurker. And Icy, quick rotation, knows exactly what's going on. That Liquid are faking. It's too quiet right now. Cloud9 re-pushed through Donut, but Icy's being wrapped. Oh, he saw him.
He's seen him.
No way.
That fly dead. That's the lurker removed. The bomb now stuck out in no man's land. JKS dead in middle. It's left onto Ultimate, but 1v3 and spotted by Heavy God on the jump up. As he roots back in towards mid here, there's two players ready to deal with him, and Cloud9, they might have been 3v5, but Icy's AWP helps them hold their ground. Heavy God with a big multi-kill as well.
I wonder if they're scared of the AWP on A. I think they think Icy's in that bomb site right there, and that's why they cancel. So, hence why Twist plays middle, Icy kills him, and it really is just on the read on Naf. Completely reads that, hey, I've made a loud rotation, there is a timing. If he doesn't check Naf, Liquid win that round. So super heads up, awareness from Icy. And the re-push to middle again for Cloud9. They know what they're doing in the mid round there. They have to gain some info, some space, and it comes up with kills instead. That's a sick round out of Cloud9. Despite two entries and red control plus A main. Disaster for Team Liquid. And I like that Icy's now been seen playing both bomb sites already, because it just puts that seed of doubt into your head. You never know where this AWP is going to be. If Cloud9 are happy to use him to just rotate.
I mean, the fact that Icy's looking so good to open this up for Cloud9 and making these decisive calls like that is only a good thing. Right, because I think, especially with the crowd, and that's really where the X factor comes in on how he's going to perform. It's not like this is a feeling he's used to. only a handful of LAN matches for Icy. And so you can imagine both the stakes and the crowd size paled in comparison to what he's going through right now. Still, he's exerted a lot of presence over this game already. 9-4 on Icy, 10-2 for Heavy God. So the right players stepping up for Cloud9. The side of Liquid right now, it's JKS trying to be the difference maker more often than not.
Icy with a huge pick, deep angle into main, and he just 5v4s Cloud9 and can concede, let his rifles play. Axel takes his position, has block util, enters in front of the CT smoke as well, so Liquid, there's no freebies in this round. This is a beautiful beginning to this BO1 for Cloud9. And Liquid playing very reserved. Cloud9 give them a lot of space, but they know about it. They're not worried. Icy has the cutoff in CT, and Liquid just waiting to pounce.
I mean, this whole time, Liquid have kind of been waiting for Cloud9 to overstep and play into their hands, and that just hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Axel is starting to make this move in towards main. Comes very late in the round, but a lineup there for Inters. There was a chance at the double. JKS able to trade it, keeps it clean. Does find twists in the process, sure, but it's giving them away into the site at least. Nice flick down for Icy. Spots the second player moving in through main. Nafly gonna have to go through the motions here. Doesn't elect to fall back and instead plays his hand further forward, taking space away. Up to the big box now. He's gonna try and control these rotates in through Temple. Too strong there for Cloud9 and just the one and done for Nafly. It's Heavy God swinging out wide.
Monster.
And you can see why this guy's talked about. You can see why he's so exciting.
Diffuse, yeah. All good, all fine.
Boomich hopping on that as Heavy God goes and retrieves the AWP. Cloud9, 6-2.
I mean, I love watching that from JKS's POV to show just how impossible that fight is to win. What a peek from Heavy God. Like, how does he... JKS is on an off angle as well. Heavy God just pre-fires him, it looks like. Oh, it's a flick. He's not even pre-aiming. Oh. Disgusting kill. He loves that. Liquid on a halfie now. Not a lot to play with. Cloud9 pepping their step. Playing to win. Oh, burning out in middle. Axel, gotta be careful. They actually flash late mid. Inter still. He was anti-flash the whole time. Ready for that. Knowing Liquid wouldn't just walk through the smoke without a flashbang. Heavy got on B. Could get overwhelmed here as a lot of players.
Him and Boomich have run this boost setup time and time again, though.
Yeah. Third hit.
Now he's got enough time for Axel to move in and help out. Lovely spray for Axel, and Liquid go running right in.
Poor Ultimate gets hung out to dry there. He says, please play long. I'm planting for you. Throws a flash, pulls the bomb. At that point, what else can you do? His team swing just as he dies. And Axel just keeps spraying. Yeah, it feels like an upset day today, Harry, with 3 out of 3 played games already being upsets. Can Cloud9 keep that running?
Icy's AWP has been at the tip of your tongue for the problems that Liquid are running into here. He's had so much impact in the early rounds. 3-0 in opening duels for Icy on that AWP.
It's been everywhere.
He's constantly keeping them guessing. That AWP is striking fear into Team Liquid.
Clearing lane, but very loud. Cloud9 know it's coming and eventually might just recommit to a mid clear again. They've got Axel on the cubby in mid. Fake set up by JKS. Icy calls for a bit of help. Meanwhile, that rotate towards B goes back. Boomich and Heavy God yet again got it all to do.
They've got to get past Heavy God cleanly. Finally, they stop him in his tracks. That is such a huge kill from Twists on the opener. JKS going to try and late lurk middle, but he's been spotted as Twists continues to put the hurt on Cloud9. Axel out through cave side, but he's very quickly alone in this endeavor with his teammates smoked off and CT taken away. Cloud9 can't go for this. And so big stuff from Twists. Heavy God has so often been good for the multi-kill in defense of this B site. And so they finally stop him before the ball gets rolling.
Oh, if he's not falling there. Different story, I think. But JKS doesn't let Axel save. So Cloud9 only get 2 guns out. Still going to be fine to buy. But yeah, eyes on this Heavy God B hold right now. First round, he's faltered. And Liquid come through with a win. Still a chance to save this half with a 5-round T-side. Attack for Cloud9 to make sure all goes to plan.
Yeah, I think right now, you know, one of the conversations they've got to be having is doing something about these A lurks from JKS, keeping so many bodies pinned in over towards A. This is kind of, you know, where the mind games are going to look to start between these squads. Up until now, it feels like they've always been willing to bite down on that little... You know, JKS isn't doing a lot to keep 2 players there. Oftentimes, it's 1, maybe 2 pieces of util. He never even takes a fight, never takes the swing, doesn't want to run the risk of falling down to the AWP, but it's been enough to slow down these rotates for Cloud9, and that's left them with the double B hold more often than not. And when Heavy God is multi-killing, when him and Boomich stick the landing on these crossfires, it hasn't been a problem for them. But if this is something Liquid are going to be able to keep exploiting down this half, there can be a route back into this T side for them. And so this is sort of the adaptation of that, right? Cloud9, anticipating the problem that we just highlight, they start 3 over towards B, and they play Inters alone over inside of A. But Liquid expecting a change off the back of the pause. They started stronger over here towards A main. JKS actually gets flashed in. They were anticipating that Cloud9 are going to try and solve this problem with some A main aggression. That hasn't come through though. JKS still gets the same amount of space.
Icy's playing such a confident angle because he's hitting everything. He's wide in the open, no cover. If you miss his shot or if Liquid flash you, you're dead. So it's a scary place to be. Gonna flash his team out for the lane peek, but Boomich had to take it clean, and Naf swings out to cover Yakinda. They had a chance off that play. Heavy God now hoping he remains uncleared in the cave. Molly, don't tick in it, don't give it away. Heavy God holds for the fight, he wins it out.
Oh, Naf comes in a little later, but Heavy God owns the cave. And now the bomb on the back of Ultimate alone down here at ramp.
Don't know about the AWP.
Never even spotted.
It's a read. You've seen double cave. The anchor is cave. What does that mean? Icy AWPing. 20 seconds, he drops a smoke. This round's over. Liquid are combat saving. Wow, that went wrong.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Liquid anticipated an adjustment coming through. They started heavier over towards A, and they tried to sell the fake even harder, right? Like, this time you had Twists actually smoking off CT, lobbing flashes over for JKS, who's also throwing util out for a main. They were hoping that that would draw more bodies away, but Cloud9, they didn't fight or die on kind of moving resources away from the A site. They actually siphoned them off of middle. They left middle a little more open. Liquid haven't really been fighting for that map control till later in the round anyway, and they went heavy on fighting for lane, trying to take that space off of Team Liquid, and it worked out for them.
I'm just shocked Liquid get a 5v4, untraded, they get to wait, and then they just walk 2 players one by one into Heavy God. Like, They don't. I feel if I'm Twist, I'm like annoyed that my team have done that.
Yeah,
because I don't think that's what he wants. He
felt a little bit like Yakinda jumped the gun on the because Nafly was moving his way to play trade, but he went early.
Yeah, it comes off of we've killed the cave player. Let's play cave. But that's exactly what Cloud9 wanted. Heavy got tucked. He played behind the molly, and there's no if Naf and Yakinda are both there, Heavy got kills them both. Okay, unlucky, but he gets 2 1v1s clean. When Liquid are throwing util. It's like, if I'm Twist, I'm actually annoyed. My team have let me down there. I haven't got the chance to call anything in a 5v4. I'm still holding my default. So, this feels like a wasted half for Liquid. Can they get anything at the end of it? 4 rounds would make all the difference. And they maybe just want to go a bit quicker here. But again, Cloud9, 3 strong in the site. The AWP is here, finds a shot in the broken smoke. Icy gets out as well. Heavy God in a powerful position. The flash is so good. They don't know he's here. They have no idea until it's too late. Heavy God, a heavy burden. And Liquid crumble under the weight.
Oh, Ultimate tried his hand. Does manage to live another day, at least as Ultimate, but this one just peters out. Gonna try and link back up with JKS over here in middle, but if you look, Axal is moved in over towards the red room. He's even now got the rest of the team moving in behind him. They've spotted JKS out on an island, and so it's just Ultimate left up against it all. Going into this B site is far from safe territory. Icy on the line. Heavy God ready to swing out a little later. And so Cloud9 dominate this first half. It's not even close. Considering this game starts with back and forth force buys, Liquid were in that position very early in the game to start exerting some control. They fall down to the pistols. They get upset early on. And Cloud9 never let up. Icy's AWP constantly keeping them guessing. These adjustments to fight for the lane control, take space away, and punish a Liquid that are playing very late in the game serves Cloud9 well, and that's spearheaded with a fantastic performance from Heavy God over towards B.
I've seen enough. Cloud9, 3-0, Harry. That's all I need. 1 half. But jokes aside, yeah, phenomenal play, and this is what Cloud9 hopefully are going to look like when their 2 stars are shining at the same time. Icy, this prospect AWP, hitting some blinders. Heavy God carrying at the highest degree. And bro, everything's going perfectly. Crowd getting loud. I do love the thing about the crowd in China. It's very like respectful applause. There's a lot of clapping. There's a lot more clapping than cheering. It's good fun. It's good natured. Here we go. Cloud9. Can they just stick it down Liquid's throat? The Glock, that is.
Oh, well, the util is super punishing. Liquid might have had a lot of bodies over at B, but they've been locked out of having any say over this initial fight. Now, they want to try and deny the control, the extremities being taken away. And because they put so much faith in these long fights, they have to be winning these out. They need these kills. Oh, and they get all of them. Boomich and Icy both trapped in behind default. It's just Boomich left up against it.
Oh, I believed.
And the wave of Liquid wash over this B-side retake. Pistol round picked up for Team Liquid.
That's an ultimate feel-good round. Get him activated. He's going to need to be on the CT side with an AWP here if he wants to match Icy's output. And retake B is very potent on this map. So Liquid hold off passive. They believe it when Cloud9 come running at them, and they hit every shot. A pistol round and a long road to recovery here for Team Liquid, but a road they've walked many times before. Of course, Cloud9 force. Bomb plant down. They've got a lot of nades here, prioritizing utility over firepower. So what's the move here? Can Heavy God break open a bomb site? Boomich through a smoke, denied by Twists.
mean, no time like the present for the A hit right now. Liquid started super heavy, stacked over towards B in middle to fight for that control early on. Cloud9 know this. So trying to get in now, but time has elapsed and Liquid have been allowed to bring extra bodies over. Ultimate still riding on that high from the pistol round. A clean double up. Liquid looking to take this one without breaking too much of a sweat. They've lost JKS on a little jiggle over towards main, but you don't feel like this is out of control yet. Far from it. Still 3 strong inside of A. Nafly playing a safe game, just locking down the retreat. And so at this point, you're not worried about any other avenues on the map. You know you've got them boxed in main. Naf is playing this perfectly.
Yeah, good off angle. He's not overdoing it. They can't go anywhere but forward, and he can flank if they get out. But if they get out, you've got bigger problems. Triple held here by Team Liquid. Kinder fires up, and they go swinging in. So nice work from Team Liquid to get rid of that force buy with ease. Fully go now for Cloud9, and the game really gets going.
Oh dear. Heavy God had a great spawn and a Deagle invested in the round. He's used it to open up a B play. Even the molly retrieved from Nafly's body, so Yakindar's unable to fight for this. Now a lot of control's been taken by Cloud9. This is a handful of upgraded pistols, and they've made it very scary for Team Liquid. There's still kits here. You're able to slow things down a little. Twist is giving you all the openers you need to feel far more confident in this round, but it's the Heavy God Eagle. Back turn, Boomich's Glock rallies off another kill. Time's starting to get away from Liquid. They've got to get on this bomb now. Boomich just with a Glock out, and JKS gets rid of him. Far closer than it felt like it had any right to be. It's Heavy God's Eagle that makes it all happen. Yeah. Cloud9 get out with a plant. Liquid at least successfully stick the landing on that retake.
If Heavy God stays looking at the long side and doesn't turn to watch a smoke, I think he can get 2 kills there with the Deagle. He was feeling it. But just turns last second, traded too late. Boomich, nothing to do with the Glock 1v2. Liquid, expensive, but enough. But it's all on this one. Cloud9 have been waiting for the rifle round. They're going to get it. Heavy God still with a 3 KD, even after these kills back in for Liquid. Ultimate picking mid with the AW. It's quite a display. You don't often see them swing elbow. Cloud9 go through the smoke. Naf doesn't know they're already on default right now. Caught out by Heavy God, who continues to exert pressure. What a clear for Axel, winning out over Yakinda. And Liquid, desperate times, call for desperate pushes. Twist through the smoke and the Molotov. Just trying to send it, save the day. Hero style for Twists. With 3 kills, shut down by the captain. But he's too low, surely, for this clutch.
Every bone in your body is telling you Twist has done enough. That is a crazy sequence. Boomich so low on health, can't sustain even 1 bullet. Tries to get out. JKS punishes on the swing. And so Team Liquid, this one's heating up. The gap is closing. And Twist is certainly feeling the pressure to be that hero figure.
He almost doubted it. He was like umming and ahhing about that molly, then he went, screw it. Sends through the Molotov, gets 3 kills, kills him off the bomb. What a beautiful display from Twist. Ice cold. Cloud9 freeze up. Yeah, what he said.
I mean, that is a round that gets the blood pumping a little bit more, right?
It's a crowd round.
It's a hell of a display from Twist.
Game on. Oh, it's feeling like a very different game now. We know Liquid play with confidence. When they're on a heater, This is a momentum team. Can they pick up more steam?
Another B-pop for Cloud9. This time it's Ultimate's Orb to go up against. Ooh. Had a chance there to catch them jumping. They've learned about the Orb, but they pay a heavy price. Boomich will fall early. There's Heavy God and Icy. The heroes from that first half. Twist's gonna have to do it once more out on the long side. Swings him wide. Twists will bring Liquid back into this game, even if it kills him. He is doing everything he can.
That's a bit of an oversight for Cloud9. I mean, they missed the timing of him getting out short, but they didn't even consider it. Both players looking at Cave. Now Cloud9 go for that late clear, but down ramp comes Twist, looking for more. 2 is not enough. He didn't even reload. May not have the ammo for this. And it's only body shots. Axel finds the clean one. That's bomb spotted. That allows Liquid to just gamble. They may as well risk it. Yakinda spots mid, but right now it's only JKS on this site. Smoke gives away his position. They don't need to respect it. They're already up.
Yeah, they're going to play through that. Ooh. Flash is good. JKS still collects. And so it's left on Inters. Gonna try his hand at the plant. Looking to get that locked in. They start to run him down now. Inters low on health. Yakinda just whittling away with that SMG. And so Team Liquid have brought themselves back into this matchup after all.
Again, it is Twist though, right? Coming through another Molotov on the B-bomb site, finding 2 kills of players who weren't ready. And this time they weren't ready at all. Doing just enough. And that's why it helps when your in-game leader is a fragger. Because you often see him in those rotate positions where you could have a huge amount of impact, but often you expect an in-game leader to be past their prime.
I mean, right now, Twist is leading the way in every conceivable metric for this Team Liquid squad. Most opening duels, most attempts at openings, most multi-kill rounds. Certainly had the most impact, and that kind of goes without saying when he's leading the charge in every metric. So for Liquid, it is all in on Twists. For Cloud9, you know, that last round, I think more than any so far represents a bit of a serious turning point here. Because they're able to get up through B, and sure, like they lose Boomich early, but he's always been someone who's down to be kind of the sacrificial lamb and set up the rest of his team. You had Icy and Heavy God immediately put them in the advantage. And so the 2 guys that really were the cornerstones of that first half both find success to open up that last round, and even then it wasn't enough. Game is closed up massively. Liquid with a lights out CT side thus far. So in the same way we've been saying, it's clear that Twist is feeling that pressure to perform. Well, now the same thing can be said for Heavy God. On the other side.
Boomich needs to call something different. He goes for a mid-split, coming elbow and heaven at the same time.
This is nice, right? Because for Cloud9, they've been pretty obsessed with breaking down this B hold for the time being.
And they've had the entries.
Yeah.
It's Twist who stopped them in 3v3s. Like, they've double entry B every time they've gone there. So it's fine to go back to B, but at least put some pressure on for Team Liquid. Twist still in the same position to hold this rotate. JKS getting pushed back in A main.
Yeah, you're hoping that by showing mid early, Twists as the guy who's rotating around is now worried about middle. And sure, he's not in B as he has been in rounds gone by, where he's often hit that timing to be out over at long, but he's not far away either. He's going to be that first man rotating over. Nafly on the board. Ultimate Orb fires off as well, and now Twists gets to his position over on long.
Oh, we saw him Yeah, he knows about that peek. Axel tagged up, Twist finishes them off, and he gets another double on this B-bomb site. Ultimate and Twists, the 1-2 punch, and Cloud9 getting knocked out of the sky right now. This was a 9-3 first half. This was a brutal game where nothing was working for Team Liquid. Throw them on the CT side, a very different map of Counter-Strike. And Cloud9 just getting bludgeoned. Can they stay calm? Can they stay in this series? Will Liquid steal it away in a second half sweep?
Well, that's what we said, in the round prior, it felt like a real turning point because they got the openers, the stars stepped up for Cloud9, and it still wasn't enough to close it. Well, you see what happens there when they don't get those openers at round, when they don't secure that initial bit of leverage, that initial bit of control. It looks far worse. A very clean round for Liquid, who now start to build up a bit of a bank, become even harder to uproot in this second half.
Double red. Cracks are showing, Harry. Cloud9 waste a smoke and they only have one left.
Liquid actually decided to start 3B in this round and try to fight out from Cave. But in doing so, it means that Twists won't be in prime position to rotate over. And with how these rounds have gone, with how often it's been a Twists multi-kill or nothing, that's going to leave him far removed. But Nafly and Ultimate will make up for this. Oh, Ultimate's orb starts hitting, and Nafly from bottom of the board starts to rise up now. Liquid yet to drop a round in this second half.
Blimey. 7 straight. And every round they found on that T side was on its own, was a one and done. They were reset immediately. Could never pick up any momentum, any money, any chance. It's the opposite here in this defensive half. Cloud9 had stars shining. Heavy God become very quiet now in this T half when he's needed to close out the game. And Inters, who got 3 kills on CT, didn't feel like it mattered. Now it's starting to show its head. Cloud9, again, go for middle. Surely they don't just climb back up B and do another exec. This has not worked any of the rounds. Kinder's still playing very confident. Say what you want about this guy, he always plays like he's having a good game, even if he's not. Can sometimes be to the detriment, but he's very aggressive. It does get punished again. I'm trying to find the positive. Okay, bit of patience, paying off. Icy picks ultimate. The flank for JKS could win this entire round. Heavy God, stop looking. Nobody is looking. He checks it again. Boomich with the kill. Just a voice in the back of his head. And now Cloud9 know 2A picks. This is our site.
There's not really a lot for Naf or Twist to do here. They've been locked out for so long. Cloud9 have had time to set up. I know they got gifted a route to make that one far more than...
Yeah, like I was saying, Kinder playing very confident and stuff, but he goes through, his team are almost ready to crunch, and he goes 5 seconds early.
That's kind of where a lot of the issues I think have been with some of these pushes. Is like he's playing at a tempo that no one else is matching on his squad, and I don't think that's their detriment. I feel like he needs to slow down in those moments, you know? Like, they have the A main flank. JKS is committed to that and is sneaking in. He physically can't go any faster. Then you have Ultimate starting to get to Donut, but he's kind of forced to take that line maybe earlier than he would have liked to try and make up for the fact that now they've lost all the info around middle. And so it kind of forced everyone else to play in situations where you could have slowed down so much more if you're Team Liquid. They had great map control. They had an active flank. They had the AWP, you know, being mobile, keeping them guessing, and they had the opener, a 5v4 that goes the way of Cloud9.
First T round, can they build? Icy finds a mid pick. I think he broke the smoke. Twist sending it down B, gets a clean headshot, and he's even covered by Yakinda on the ramp, ahead of the Molotov, finds Heavy God. So suddenly a 5v4 doesn't look so good when it's falling back from Cloud9. And Liquid full rotate. They've cleaned out middle. 3 players on this site. Good luck, Cloud9.
Yeah, Liquid are all here, ready to smoke break. Oh, they don't get the spot on the bomb. Twist more than makes up for it there. Another multi-kill round from him. It's just Inters 4 kills deep and gets deleted on the side swipes.
You hold that shot for a second, that's what you get. That's what you get. Twist is feeling it right now. 20 and 13.
He's just the embodiment of fine, I'll do it myself. That is how the game has felt for Twist.
Hey, if you want it done right, that Inters, man, that's not going to bring you back into the game. You get a chance to... He actually, like, that was clutchable. I'm going to be real. That was very clutchable. He could hide backside. They're coming from Donut and Temple. He gets that 1 kill on its own. It's not impossible. But he holds his shot for a second and lives to regret it. Dies a round down for Cloud9. Ooh, ultimate, careful. They're all there. Fires off. Nade is good. Chips away, but a wallbang would be great for Cloud9 right now. Would put ultimate on his last legs. Close enough, but not quite. I trust in the ultimate aggressive opener, and Liquid do too. Cloud9 panic. This is a panic.
Yeah, Twist can hear all this as well. Able to call for the rotate around, and so Liquid are very quickly amassing a defense over at A. JKS knows he's going to be fighting upstream here, but first kill comes through. JKS teed up with flashes. Yakinda lends a helping hand, and now plays out from the spawn. Heavy God needs support, and they line up. Ultimate and Yakinda, quick work made as Liquid are just 1 round away from having recovered this opening game.
Dude, it's
9-3 down at the tail end of that first half.
All momentum, they're just pushing, they're just getting aggressive, they're just trading out there. It's a pretty crazy fight in A, but they know once JKS gets a kill, he gets flash, he gets another, we have to send it. We have to keep the pressure on. At Cloud9, this T side has been basic. No fear. They're playing like it right now. Cloud9. No depth. No hero. Nothing but devastation after a 9-3 goes sour. And JKS has a great position for this last round, potentially. Inters has had 4 and 15, had a horrible time in the server. It's only going to end worse. Oh! No.
I mean, you know, with all these rounds kind of ending up over towards B and middle in the early stages of this first half, that A side of the map was almost entirely forgotten about. But JKS has remained super active throughout the entire CT side, always trying to get the info. And that's in part why Twist has felt so free to roam the map. Naf, they crunch upon him in the red room. Ultimate Zorp still looks to complicate matters. They've gotten past JKS Ultimate. They're low. This is doable. This is doable. First kill comes out from the 5-7. And it's the clash of these AWPers left up in it. Icy gets the bomb planted. Ultimate moving on in for Team Liquid. Was a slow starter, but he finishes strong and secures the victory for Team Liquid. It all starts with Twist. He gets the ball rolling, leaves an impression, and then Ultimate comes alive in the nighttime of this game to take the opener for Team Liquid.
That's almost better than winning in a stomp, right? Coming back from such a dominant scoreline where it felt like nothing was working, where Cloud9 are running over the game.